All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 40 times faster Whisper model that's available right now for the Apple computers. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is going to go ahead and update my app that I made. So I open sourced a web interface. And so what this web interface basically does is it allows you to use your Mac so that you can transcribe your own videos and do whatever you want with them. And so one of the things that I do a lot with my videos and my content is I generate these SRT files. And those transcription files are super useful for YouTube because they show the little thing at the bottom. And like they also help YouTube figure out in the algorithm to rank you higher depending on the keywords and the stuff that's used in your video. And what I also do with that is I feed it into LLMs and so forth. But that's beyond that. I'm telling you what's happening afterwards. But a new model has just been released. Ani from Apple had just announced that he's uploaded it to the MLX Whisper package. And so this new Distill Large runs 40 times faster on the M1 Max. So that's crazy. So it transcribes basically like a 12-minute video in 18 seconds where... Oh my God, that's just absolutely bonkers. And for me, since I open sourced this app, it's actually available for you to go play around with and the MLX subtitled video generator. So I'll have descriptions for you in the comments and stuff as well. Let me see if I can just pop this right now. So if you're tuning in on X, I'm gonna see if I can drop this in the comments. You may be able to see it. It looks like it's not going through, but I'm gonna see if I could pop it into my stream. Log into I have to like watch myself and then make a comment in my own stream. So that way you can see it. So I'm gonna post a reply here so you can check it out. And then, yeah, so you should now be able to see it. I'm just kind of pulling this up here. So in my live stream right here, I just put it in as like elements, so you should be able to download it. Check out the stuff. So this is the repo that we're going to be playing around with. And today we're going to use a little bit of AI to update this. So you'll get to see a little bit of my workflow with Cursor as I launch into that, updating this repo and kind of show you a little bit of how I created it. It's a very simple Streamlit app, which is nice. So with Streamlit, basically allows you to launch a user interface. And then you can just do stuff with it. And it's going to be all running locally, which is nice. So it doesn't cost you any money to do this type of transcription and stuff. So my name is Ray Fernando, and I used to be an engineer at Apple for 12 years. So you're going to be tuning in, watching some stuff as I kind of discovering this AI space. And so we're going to be learning together. If you have any questions, just feel free to pop into the chat and I'll slide you right in just like this. And we'll be chill. We'll be chill together. And I'm also testing my new setup right here because I have like the large cam, and then I also got the small cam on fire. So we're gonna be moving stuff around. This is gonna be really cool. So this is gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a really great stream. I appreciate you joining in. So if you're tuning in from X, let's go ahead and get this cracking. So right now, so we need to go ahead and find MLX Community Distill Whisper Large v3 and include it into my project. And so I see it's currently here in the community for the MLX models. So this is on Hugging Face. I'm gonna go ahead and put that also into the stream. So I'm gonna reply here so that this is available. And for anyone who's in the chat on Twitch and also on YouTube, you'll be able to get that as well. And if you're just on X, just go ahead and go to the comments on the live stream itself, and you'll see me here talking. And then just very below, you'll see kind of where to get these resources. So we're doing that there. I also have the stream that's currently provided by AUDIIO. Not sponsored or anything, but let's talk some money. No, we're gonna be chilling. All right. So in order for us to use this model, all we have to do is reference it with MLX examples. No, wait, hold on. All we have to do is reference this exact string here. So let me go ahead and get this pulled up in Cursor because I have this pulled up already. So in my project, when you close it down, you'll have this file called MLX Whisper Transcribe. And then what I do is I'm already loaded up in the Conda environment. And in part of the README, I kind of show you how to get that going. So just Conda activate MLX Whisper, and then you'll have the environment set up. So if I just do Conda env list, it'll tell me what environments are currently up and active. So these are all my environments I have on my machine. And then this is the MLX Whisper one that I have installed. So let me just change the track. It's a little too chill. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for tuning in right now. We're just going to go ahead and update my app so that we can take advantage of the new 40x level Whisper models. So if I do Streamlit run, oops, this should basically pop a window open. And then let me make my screen smaller here so you can see me. We're chilling. We're chilling. So this is the Apple MLX powered video transcription. This is the actual app running right now. So in the background, if we take a look at the cursor IDE, it's currently hosted at this URL. And then if we just kind of pop over back into Safari, this allows us to do the transcription and then select the type of model we want. So now what we want to do is put the new model, so that's listed here, and that we do the thing. So I'm curious to see how big is this file. I'm gonna give this a like. 1.51 gigabytes, that's the weight. So that's gonna take up that much space on your computer if you're gonna be doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this here. And then what's gonna be cool, let's see if we can ask cursor. So this will be kind of fun in interactive mode, why not? So in interactive mode, I just do Command I, and this should allow me to talk to the actual thing here. I can say a new model has dropped and it is referenced as this. Please add this new model into my app. And then what I want to do is also give it some information about the name of the model, so it kind of has an idea of what the name is, so that it has good UI. So here's some information about it. So I'm just gonna go back to cursor, say here is some information about the model. That way it has a little bit of context. And then I'm also gonna put some information on the tweet as well, because this is super helpful and reference. So the still large runs 40 times faster in real time. Okay, so let me just go back to cursor. The reason why this context is important is because you'll see why. Just gonna go ahead and hit enter. And so what it's gonna go ahead and do is it's gonna be like, all right, let me just look at your code. So that I'm letting cursor cook, basically. Cursor is gonna write the code for me, so I don't have to touch anything. So this is gonna be great. So cursor cooked for us, and we can already see it just dropped it in right here, right, as a new model added here. Distill large v3, and here's the name. And so these changes integrate this, allowing to take advantage for your existing processing audio function compatible with Whisper MLX package. So I'm just gonna go ahead and accept all, and I'm gonna close the composer window, and it looks pretty cool here. I also have an app that I use called Tower. So Tower is really cool and allows me to visualize Git, and it's just easier when I'm dealing with lots of things and like lots of projects and lots of branches and stuff, and just kind of old school. I've been carrying this across. So let me just go ahead and remove my face, actually move my face to the other side, and then kind of make me a little bit smaller. Maybe if I could do that. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. All right. So I'm like super tiny Ray. Yeah, let me mirror myself so it just doesn't look so awkward. All right, cool. So in here, we have the diff, which is basically showing us what has been changed. So it just added a comma and added this new model here. And then it just says add model selection drop down with a tooltip. Oh, interesting. So help. Oh, index 0 help model. Oh, I don't think I need this tooltip thing. This is cute, but I don't think I really need it, to be honest. Help. But let's run the app and just see how helpful it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and Command C to stop the app, and then I'm gonna go ahead and let me make this font. Is it too big? I think it's probably too big. Right here is cool. All right, and then Streamlit run and run the model. So let's see what this looks like. Cool. So this little tooltip is actually this. You can, so this is actually what it added. So that code that we ask cursor to write basically added this little question mark on top of it. So if you go here, it says distill v3 is 40 times faster in real time. So that's actually kind of cool. Low key, I like that. So if I go here, it's now going to select distill large. And so what I can do is go ahead and browse files. And then let me just go ahead and select this one, because I think this was the show that I literally just did a couple days ago. And this is about an hour long. So if I select and upload this show, it's going to go ahead and upload it locally. It's all local. So I'm going to do transcription. And then I'm going to go ahead and let me move this to the side, so that way you can kind of see two screens at once. So let's get this cracking. Also, let me change the mood of the music. This is too scary. I don't need it. Yeah, that's more chill. Okay. So we have the file uploaded. We're going to use the new distill large, and let's go ahead and transcribe, right? I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Just YOLO, right? doing a sound check. How's my audio? If anyone who's tuning in, just give me a thumbs up, hit a reply. You're welcome to do that. And I think it should be chill. I'm just going to do a quick check on my phone while this is running. So right now what's going on is that model's actually being downloaded. So 1.5 gigabytes or 1.3 gigabytes are being downloaded right now onto my device. And once the model's on my machine, 1.5 gigabytes, now it's just going to go ahead and transcribe the model. So right now, holy moly. Yo, okay, so now we're cooking. Let me just, so we added this new distill model, and we're gonna actually see how fast we cook, my friends. Let him cook. Okay, so another cool thing would be to be, let's see if I can open up a new terminal and do sudo asstop. Yeah, okay, let's see. I just wanna see how much resources we're cooking. We definitely cooking. So right now, what's happening is basically that all of my the E is the efficiency CPU and then P is the performance cores. We're using up like 87% of the performance cores. We're using up 100% of the GPU, and I'm live streaming to you. I'm using an M1 Max, and then we're also like RAM. I have 64 gigs of RAM, so like 41 gigs are used right now, and this thing is just kicking. I'm plugged into power, and I also have high power mode enabled. And mind you, we're about 23 minutes into this stream. I have an hour stream that I'm basically doing a transcription on, and this is already like super fast. This is sick. I should have did a timing kickoff to see how fast it would kick off. So, and then yeah, for anyone, feel free to comment. I'll drop the comments right into the stream. Let me just do a quick sound check while this is rolling right now, just making sure everything's good. So let's see. Test, test, test. Oh yeah, we're so good. This sounds really great. I was just checking on my phone. Okay, so let's see. Wow, so the whole, oh, let's go. The entire show, 45 minutes, done. Jeez. I don't know, maybe that took like an hour, like a minute and something like that. This is fantastic. This is really fun. So we basically have been, we used the new Distill Large V3 model, and it's 40 times faster. And so we would still be waiting here if this was still going. And it literally transcribed the entire thing. It has the whole text available here. Oh my gosh, this is great. Yo. Hey, Husna, how's it going? Thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. We're basically have just added the new Whisper Distill V4 model, V3 model. And Aoni has just uploaded it onto Hugging Face. And so with this package, you know, it's this one line change. We have it now in my new Whisper MLX. And so I'm actually updating my branch right now to go ahead and include this so we can push it live. And it was cool. I actually had Cursor code the actual entire thing. So yeah, thank you for dropping by. For those who aren't familiar, Hosna has her own live streams, and she's doing lots of cool stuff in like the independent development game. And definitely go check her out, and go to definitely follow a really cool follow on X and stuff like that. All right, folks, this is really cool. Yeah. I also got my camera set up, so I have these like little buttons I hit to, you know, camera 1, camera 2. We out here. Yes, so cool. And then I have large screen and small screen. So yeah, so you get to see me in big preview. So all right, let's cook, my friends. So so far, the good news is that we have been able to get the transcription working, and the user interface, you know, could use a little bit of work here. So I like that this Distill Large model just works right out the get-go. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just push this right away. So that way y'all can start using this like right meow. And then what I can do is just create a new branch that's going to just have like this feature work to kind of clean up because I'm basically no longer doing transcription, or I'm only doing transcription, so I don't really need this. It's kind of redundant. I was going to do translate. And right now I just want to keep the app very simple. Like if we just kind of just do like a Whisper UI to just transcribe, that's it. I feel like the simpler the better. And so, yeah, if you want to check it out, the repo is here at MLX auto subtitled video generator, and has 48 stars. I'm looking at the 50 stars. So if you want to go ahead and give it a star, log in, do your thing, I definitely would appreciate that. So we get the stars up in here. Star watchers, my friends. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so far for supporting. All right, so let's go ahead and everything looks good. So, all right, so I like the transcription. It came out. And then we have to test another thing here before I push it live. So in the user interface, one of the features that I offer is the ability for you to hit download transcripts. So once you hit download transcripts, what that does is the transcript will actually download onto your machine and then to it like a zip file. So I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and then boom, we should have this like transcripts file here. And the transcript should look something like this. And if I open them up into another folder, here they are. And so this is the web VTT standard. And here we are. Boop. Yeah, here's all the things. This is great. You can literally just pop this into a large language model and ask it to generate thumbnails, or not thumbnails, like chapters for you. And it'll do that, which is awesome. So get this transcript, pop it into a large language model, and then just start cooking. You can start making blog posts, start making pieces of content. You can start adding summaries. You can start to add YouTube descriptions, much, much more. But maybe I'll do that as a bonus to this video if you continue watching. So, but first step, it looks like that's working there. And then the SRT file, which is another format as well that YouTube prefers and accepts the SRT files. And so this is the SRT format. Everything looks really good. Actually, the quality. It even has the text that I was saying. When I spelled out Chris Gardenia, C-R-I-S-G, dang, that's so sick. It has this here. The transcription is really good. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. This transcription is fire. What? And this is nice. Open source, ... OSPOMLX. Huh. That's fantastic. Yeah. So that's really cool. Dang, that's awesome. Wow. Let me see. Cool. So we got that going there now. So I'm going to close this. So I'd say I'm pretty happy with the way that this change came out. And so I'm going to go ahead and push this live so that y'all can download this. So as of right now, what would be kind of fun is see if I can test out the... I'm going to go ahead and see if I can just git command. Oh, my little doggy's here. Let's see. I'm going to do, instead of small face, I'm going to do large face. So in cursor. Oh, hi, Smooch. Oh, hi. Oh, I know. You want to be loved. Yes, I want to love you too. I love you very much. Yes. I know. Can you help me code? Let's code. This is Smooch. This is my buddy. This is my pal. She loves me. Hi. Hi. I know. I love you. Okay. I'll let you go. Okay. Back to the regular scheduled program. Okay. So, okay. I think what I wanted to do was to show a feature that is really interesting. If I do the generate command, so say git push latest changes, hit enter, and so this should give me the command that would basically push the latest changes. So all I have to do is just then hit enter, and it should basically push all the changes. So it's now pushed live. Isn't that crazy? So we are totally good. And if I check on here, oh yeah, I stopped my app obviously. So on my actual repo, this should now show the latest change today, just now that I made. Update transcripts and code. That's what's awesome. See, Cursor is so cool. So Cursor literally just did that for me. I just told it to, push the latest changes, and it kind of it has the context of what we've been doing in this entire like day, and like the diff as well, and wrote this command for me to do it. So instead of me typing it out, or even typing it in over here via the tower, which is what I normally use to type everything in, it just did that all in one go. So like, that's awesome. That's the power of Cursor. Cursor is a really great in the IDE, by the way. So if you haven't been using it, it's just really cool. And it's kind of fun to show you a little bit of kind of how I use it sometimes, because I do find it very powerful. So now if we check our repo, basically this should be live. So if you are using this, I need to update this README to now include the new model. So what I'm also going to do is make another change to include this, because I forgot I have this in here. So I'm going to go back to our interactive mode, and I'm going to say hashtag, and then I think it's the README. Please update the README to include the info about the new model. So what this is going to say is include. I need to learn how to spell include. To include the info about the new model. And then, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is hit enter. And then now what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and go to my README file over here. And then it's going to go ahead and make those changes for me. Because why should I code? I mean, who needs to code? Yo, this is crazy though, for real. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to take a look, just kind of chill. So this should tell me what the changes are here. Did it do those changes, or is it still waiting for me to like approve it? So certainly, what were the changes? Suggested code. I'm going to hit accept. I'm trying to see what I changed. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it added this distill large v3 new, and then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my face. Here you go. Go to mini-me mode. All right, so here's what we did. So basically, it looks like it added new information about the new model, and then like has that context from our entire chat that we've been doing. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to put it in here, because we've been having a conversation for this composer in this composer window for a little while. So it grabs all of this context and it just continues to build and build. So the more you use it, actually, the more useful the whole like interaction becomes, and it just kind of keeps compounding over time, which is really the kind of the fun part of using AI or having like an integrated development environment just to do everything like this. And so just this diff here, now we have this new info. This is literally just updated the README for me. I didn't have to do anything. I just said, here's some lines, go do your thing. And for the people who like to read, you'll do that. So I think what did it say? Oh, I just probably added the no new line at the end file. I got rid of the new line. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's just do an eye check real quick on the README. So Cursor has a preview mode, and it shows me what the README would look like. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get rid of this new planned feature since that's also not a thing anymore. Watch the demo version here. Okay. Prerequisites look good. Everything looks good. And then the models has this new one here, Distill Large V3. And then it also has some information about the new model. So the new Distill V3, newly added model offers significant performance improvements, can transcribe video, provides great balance between speed and accuracy, used for processing longer videos if you need quick results without, actually. Cool. Yeah, I think this looks good. I'm just going to go ahead. Yeah. And then since Cursor is still like in our thing, so why don't I just say, oh, hold on, take off interactive mode. I want to do, I think it's Command Shift K here. Push the latest changes. Let's see what it says. So update transcripts and code. I think when it's update README with info about model. New model. Okay. Update README with info about new model. Okay. I think that's it. Yep. YOLO, my friends. That's how we do. Just push to production. Test in production, my friends. Never do that, but just saying that just for funs. All right, cool. So back to the game here. README has just changed now. And then this one changed 5 minutes ago. And here's the new README already live. Live, my friends. So we have this new model information here. And we are Gucci. Just like that. AI did this for us. That's right. I'm pretty hyped about this. This is, not gonna lie, this is really, really, really cool that we've been able to like use cursor to primarily drive and just say, hey, here's the new model. Go ahead and update it in my repo, and then gave it the information and it did that for us, which is great. And then get the README updated as I was verifying things. And here we are. So didn't really take that long. It's literally like a one-line change. What the leverage here is the fact that these models are hosted on Hugging Face. So we don't really have to do anything. We just have to reference them just like we did here with this little copy, and then give it to a language model, and then pop it into our code. And then we have the appropriate stuff that we have there. So now, and then here's like how my computer is doing right now. So I'm doing a live stream. So we're using up all the processing cores. We're crunching that model. We still had it loaded in memory. So if I do some more tasks, it should probably go pretty fast. So yeah, that's what we've been able to do. So now you've been able to watch me implement this new model onto my repo, just like that. Pretty fire, right? I'm digging it. So if you're digging the stream, definitely appreciate the retweets. So the retweets for the actual stream helps get it out to more people who are just like you. And what's really nice about this is I'm just going to continue to push on updates for anyone who's playing around with this stuff. And I like doing these live streams, so I'm trying to do them more often. So that way you can kind of stay up on my little bit of learning journey and playing around with Apple MLX. And so I thought I would, as a bonus feature, is to go ahead and maybe make some more changes to my user interface. Right now, I'm only going to do transcription. I'm not going to do anything more like translating. And I was going to just do that maybe for a different app. I do find that the reason why I did this is because I wanted to use my Apple computer to do the transcribing of my videos, and then have an LLM do different things like create blog posts and stuff. So as an example, I'll show you. So at rayfernando.ai, I recently had a live stream where we were doing the Tech Salon. And a Tech Salon is a show we have every Friday at noon where we feature AI developers and stuff that's going on in the AI community. And I was able to generate a blog post literally from the live stream. So it gave me like the key highlights, the problem that we're trying to solve, like this is everything we actually talked about in the live stream. And it has all of this information from the live stream. And then what's really cool is that when you go to the actual stream video itself, is the fact that in here, I had it also generate timestamps for my entire show. So what's awesome is like from this transcript from my app, by popping it in, it generated all these timestamps. It generated like a description for what the show is all about. And even the title, like protect your keys, like what can I say? This is the power and the leverage of AI, and we're here. I'm here for it. We're all learning it together. It's still kind of new, and anything that I could share for you is going to help you. It's going to help me. We all learn together. It's going to be something else that someone knows that I don't know. So if you're digging this whole type of vibe, tune in. I'm here. Follow me if you haven't followed. I'm on YouTube as well at rayfernando1337. So if you can kind of check that out here, I'm going to pop into here's my little profile. I also have the link to my YouTube. My link to my YouTube in bio. Yeah. People are kind of funny with this like link in bio thing. So that's all I got. YouTube. Tune in. And then I'm still like learning GPT from scratch. So I've kind of been doing that offline because I figured that when I was doing my live streams, I feel like it's fun to learn in real time, but it's even easier to like learn, take some time to digest, and then try to re-explain it back to you. So I've kind of tried a new approach. Instead of trying to stream every day, I thought, okay, let me digest this. Let me kind of learn this and then distill it back down onto you. So that way it's a little bit more value packed for the shorter period of time, because I don't really want to waste your time. I feel like everyone learns differently at different paces, and definitely want to respect that. Since we're doing a live stream as well right now, feel free to comment, leave any messages or anything like that, and then I can feature you. So I could just slide you right in just like this. and had some friends earlier popping in like Hosna saying hello. So definitely, if you have the chance to go check that out. All right, so let's go ahead and get cooking now into some other type of stuff here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is update this next feature. So this is Apple MLX's thing. I'm going to get rid of this menu bar, and let me see if I can pop over here and then rerun the app. So to run the app, I do streamlit run transcribe. And so right now, if we take a look at the app, it should look like this. And since translate and transcribe is kind of already a thing, I may, so right now it defaults to tiny Q4. Here's the so large V3. So I want to create a new branch, and I'm going to just work on my feature that way. That way we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and do create new branch from master. I'm going to name it feature, clean up stuff. Create the branch. Cool. I'm also just going to publish it to the remote so that it's going to be available for other folks to download. So I'm going to move my face a little bit down here. Okay. So I created my branch and we're doing the things. And so our code, whatever changes we make, I can always go back. That way, like I can test them out independently, and whoever's trying to download the repo right now doesn't get really too affected. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just continue this like session here, because what's nice is I've had cursor and I've had kind of a chance to kind of give it some context about what we're doing. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell it, let's see, and go to interactive mode. I'm going to say, let's see, let me move my face too, so that way you can see kind of what's going on. All right, kids. So my little dog is over here on the side. Okay. So no longer dealing with README. Gonna do more transcribe composer. Okay, so back in composer, I'm gonna just reference this file that we're talking about, and then going to say that I'm no longer please no longer the app help me clean up the user interface as the app, as I am no longer using the transcribe feature. And wait, no, I'm no longer using the translate feature. And you should remove that. And the app will now just transcribe by default. All right, so let's just go ahead and see what it does. Let it cook. Let it cook, my friends. Certainly, of course, my friend, of course with the horse. All right, I'm gonna put myself over here. Let's go. So it's generating code, and if we pop in over here, you can kind of see what it's doing. It's like basically offering what the change is going to be, and the way this is like Cursor's new interactive mode. And what's cool about the interactive mode, it's like it will work with multiple files in your repo. You can reference these other things and kind of, go forth and make these changes. So what it's basically is doing a refactor for me, because I just don't want to do it. I'd rather have the AI do it, because it tends to be really good, especially first try. And the model that it's using right now is going to be the Claude Sonnet 3.5, which is the one that's mentioned down here. And so let's just see what it's doing. So it says, now it removes the task verbs, because we're just going to always do the transcription. Updated the markdown description to remove mentions of translation, right? Removing the, oh, that means it updated the README as well. Changing the button text to just transcribe. That's right, because over here, I think we had no button. It was just literally just, yeah. And then updating the spinner text and success message to always revert to transcription. Great. So the README also has changes here. And the changes are mentioned like here with, let me kind of minimize this thing. All right, let me just accept it all. Cool. And then we were just going to do another check here of these guys. So here is what got changed in the cleanup. Okay. I thought I changed other things too in interactive mode. Let's see. Did we do some changes? Oh yeah, except these ones. Yeah, okay. So the diff here shows us that, let me move my head. Okay. So the diff here shows us that transcribing was removed, and then we also removed the translate part, and then optional English translation, we got that removed, and then transcribe and translate. Now it just says transcribe. I don't think we even need choose your task anymore. That's right. And then we also have the task verb. So we're just going to say transcribe for the button, and then transcribe. We pass in the transcribe text. It should run. So let's see. Everything looks good. So we've accepted everything. Save all. I'm going to go ahead and start to run this now. Streamlit. Run. Boop. There we go. Much cleaner UI. Much, much cleaner. I like this. Wow, what a big difference, actually. So, and then we still have this little tooltip about distill large 3. And then, let's see. Let me just do a quick test. So let me do this stream again, but then let me just do the tiny Q4 model just as a test. Transcribe. So we can see it running here. And then let me move my head up a little bit. Cool. So we are running it, kids. It is transcribing. So Q4, I low-key think that the Q4 tiny and the V5 large, like the large one, I think is going to be faster than this right now. See, has all these like likes it captured. So Ronald does have a thing where he says this all the time. And the Q4 model tends to like pick this up like verbatim and like not like fix it. This is like the tiny one. So it's less forgiving on the words that you say. Like if you have it'll probably write down that's interesting. That's really interesting to see here, kind of working in real time. I do Control C to stop this. It's interesting. Okay, so this is definitely working. I'm going to refresh. So I do like the cleanup because it just kind of simplifies things. Like once you upload the file, it's very clear kind of what you need to do. I think I want to make the large model the default because I think it's just as fast. So let me refresh and rerun here. Why is this not working? My clicks aren't working. Interesting. Let me see. Browse files. Okay, so I think I have a problem with my apps. Yes. Let me see if I can run in a different browser. Localhost 3000. No, localhost 8501. Okay. Oh yeah, it's literally my stream. Yeah, I think it's my browser. Let me see if I can pop it in over here. Yeah, it's my browser. My browser. Okay. So yeah, this is the model distill large v3. So if I wanted that file to be the default, I think where is the default model? Models, where's models getting called again? Models, list keys, index 0. I think it's index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just refresh. And then I'm going to go ahead and restart the server. Yep. So that way you can choose the different ones. I like this. Yeah, so we're just going to default to distill large 3. I think it would be useful also to maybe have some information about distill large 3 being the new model in the UI. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to interactive mode. And I'm going to just reference also the README. README, whoops. Composer. And then I'm going to go hashtag README. And then let's go ahead and add some new information about the, let's go ahead and add some, let's go ahead and add information about the new distill v3. distill v3 model in the user interface at MLX Whisper. Okay. Yeah. So what's going to be cool is just it should be able to reference the README, and it's going to just add that to our code here. So it's going to try to update the main function. So the app's basically stopped running. And so we've added if it's selected, it's going to display some information. So let's go ahead and see what it did. Okay, if selected. Okay, let me accept this. Cool. So it says if selected, the new model runs. Let's just try this. I'm kind of curious. So the way that I think of AI or like these types of code models, so like if I select TinyQ4, it doesn't show it, but distill v3. This new models offer significant performance improvements. Ooh, I like this. I like this better than the tooltip. That's kind of cool, actually. So if you do like v3, it doesn't show it, but distill v. Oh, this is fire. This is fire. Not gonna lie. Yo, this is heat. Actually, this is really nice. So it runs approximately 4 times faster. Wow, this is really cool. So, okay. And then what I think we'll also do is, I kind of like this. Okay. So I'm going to, let's go ahead and remove the tooltip as it seems redundant. I like this. I think it already did. Let's go. And so if we check our diff now, yeah. So our new diff now should be updated to, okay, so with tooltip, without tooltip. Now we have the new index updated. We have the information about the distill model. And then, yeah, I think we should be good. So let's go ahead and run this baby. Quit, start. Yeah, tooltip is gone. And if I have the other ones, it doesn't matter. I'm going to have the distill v3 large now. It's like the default. Oh, that's so clean. I like this. So if I just upload a file, for example, the same thing, and then now transcribe. Okay. So I think the thing is it kind of gets hidden down here. I don't know if I like this or not, but I do like for now to have this here because I feel like it's still helpful for people who are kind of new to this and trying to figure out what model they should select. So it's like distill large v3. Sounds pretty cool. I bet you the whole thing is very confusing, but maybe I can clean that up here later. So this is cool. But this is a good first start. I like this feature. Let's go. All right, cool. Yeah, it's definitely working. Yay. So the fact that it works is great. And then this is just our machine that's running like crazy here. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to kill this session here. All right. So I think we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and add this feature in. So we cleaned up the user interface a little bit. Got the README updated as well. Transcribe videos using the Whisper's various models. Yeah, I like this. So I'm going to see if I can see, review the latest changes and create a git push command and push the latest changes. Wait. To generate. So review the latest changes to generate a description, then push the latest changes. So let's see what's up. I'm mostly using this so I can get the like git commit message. That's all I want. Git diff head. Okay, git push. Okay, so this is basically, the command is basically going to diff what we have from the head. Like it's basically and then add the files and then to do that. No, I don't think I want the diff. That's not what I want. Just gonna git add. I think we have everything already added. Yeah, it's already added. Cool. Yeah, we're done. Changes are pushed. And then I think in our cleanup, yeah, they're pushed to here. So if we check on our web, so in my repo, in here on the main branch, I guess it's called master. Oh, I thought I called it main. Huh. I need to change that. Oh, I see. I inherited it from when I branched it from MLX auto subtitled video generator. I knew. Okay. Yeah, that's a later problem. Okay. MLX powered video transcription. Great. So then if I go to the feature branch, which is about the cleanup. So now with the cleanup, this should have the changes in here that mention about the new features that we're talking about, the still large, and then those changes in the transcribe. Yeah. So this one should have the changes in here too. So let's see. If I go now in here, move my head. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just go ahead and do a pull request so that I can basically merge the feature back into the main. And that way we'll kind of see here. So these are the files that changed. Wait, where am I? I'm not going to pull it. The base repository would be this one. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm moving too fast. Okay. So what I'm going to do is compare and pull request, and let me make this wider just so I can show you. So the base repository is going to be into mine, and then the files changed. This is our diff basically. So what I'm going to do is going to pull the feature branch into the main branch. And from here, myself to the side a little bit. Here's what we've done so far. We've got rid of the stuff that's related to transcription. And then we updated the how it works type thing. Choose a whisper model, click transcribe, and then view the results. And then we got rid of the other stuff relating to translation. So all that stuff got removed, which was nice, and all done by AI, which is great. And then from there, we also added a tooltip for if this model was selected to present this information. I'm mostly doing this for now because it's still so new and it's still like a new model here. And then I think we should be good. So I'm gonna create the pull request. Let's create it. Let's go, my friends. Into master. Just double checking this is still my repo. Okay. So merge pull request, confirm merge. Let's go. So we should be Gucci now. So now in the main repo, we have the new information regarding like the transcribe with the new updation. We have like the distill stuff, and we should be good to go. So anyone who like, whenever I post on Twitter that this is now live, people are going to do the things. So this should now kind of be gone. If I go ahead and fetch all remotes, cleanup should be disappeared. And then now in master, we have some new code to pull down. So I'm going to go back to master. I'm just going to pull that back in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and delete this here locally. Cool. So now if you git clone from the master branch, you should have those changes that we all went through. And I should be able to do that here. So let's see. Streamlit run. If I run my app, we should be good. Cool. And you see the distill models here, just like we thought. And let's see, August 5th. Did I have a shorter stream there? Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, this is from Luzel. Cool. These are very large files. My streams can go on long sometimes. I think this is a shorter stream. So let me go ahead and upload this one. And yeah, so this stream should be crunching. Sweet. So yeah, it's basically doing the transcription live right now as we're streaming. So this is really cool. Wow. Awesome. And just like that, what we've done so far, just to kind of summarize what this is cooking right now. So far, what we've been able to do is to grab like the new MLX model, which was announced from Ani. So Ani announced that on Twitter, and like I freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. So he said, hey, MLX Whisper package works with Distill Whisper and other transformers compatible with Whisper models. So like the Distiller Large V3 now runs 40 times faster than real time on my M1 Max, and it's basically transcribes like a 12-minute video in 18 seconds. And so when I saw that, I said, oh my gosh, I have to do something about this. And I have an interface, which you were seeing here, which basically transcribes the video. And that's what's going on right now in the background. So this entire like live stream that I had previously recorded is being transcribed right now using this new Distill Large V3. And so in order for you to use it, if you just want to use it without this interface that I have, you would just run these commands here. You would put this into the code file and hit print, and it would literally do the transcription, exactly what I'm doing. This is an extremely light way of doing this. So I made a user interface. I call it, Apple MLX powered. It's like a web version of the Whisper UI. And so what the web version does, you just upload the video, it runs locally. Your Mac is doing all the transcribing. So that way you don't have to pay any money to upload your videos and get them transcribed. And so right now it's basically doing the transcription of my live stream from, I think here we go. So yeah, the entire live stream. How many minutes? 35-minute transcript. Like we just did that whole 35-minute video while we were just waiting. That's so crazy, right? So like literally that whole thing, talking about huddle and everything like that, all transcribed, cracked. That's so awesome. So that's the whole thing. And what's nice is that you can actually download the transcripts. And so once you do that, you have the transcripts available. And when you have the transcripts, you can pretty much load them into like a language model. So the SRT is a pretty common format for passing this into YouTube. And with that, you'll be able to, ask a large language model to like Claude to generate blog posts, to generate timestamps for your show. You can ask it to do a whole number of things. So that's the MLX powered thing. It didn't really take very long for us to do the update because all we did was change one major line, which is to add this new model as a dropdown. So it's just literally adding this information here, and that makes it just available, and it downloads it to your machine. So just to keep in mind, that model is 1.5 gigabytes, so that you'll need that space at least to transcribe into your thing. And so yeah, this is Ani. He just updated that model. This is the MLX community. And the MLX community is on Hugging Face. So if you just go to Hugging Face, you'll see the MLX community here listed. And let's see if he's updated any other models and stuff. And so just like that, we're able to, go right on in and update the models here for our different things. So the models, so yeah, these are the latest recently updated here from the MLX community. And a lot of people are very, very active. So yeah, it's just if you had a chance, definitely check that out there. You can find me. My name is Ray Fernando. I used to be an engineer at Apple for 12 years. And so now I'm basically just on my own, doing AI things and making stuff and building and using Apple MLX as a way to learn how this stuff works. And I'm actually trying to learn how to code GPT from scratch. And I'll be doing some more live streams kind of following on my previous series. And you can find me also on my YouTube channel, which is going to be linked here on my X profile. And so right now the stream is currently going on X, on Twitch, and also on YouTube. And this is going to be available as soon as I sign off. You'll be able to watch this on YouTube if you wanted to in high definition, replay, do the background things and stuff like that. So yeah, so as of now, that's kind of what we have. I'm going to go ahead and put a Twitter update saying that this new model has been updated to handle the new model, and it's like super fast and super fiery. So definitely appreciate you tuning in. If you have any questions, feel free to slide through the DMs. My DMs are open, and I will talk to you soon. All right, y'all. Peace.